Hello guys, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. So today we are gonna interpret Aristotle. Aristotle time period is 384 BCE to 322 BCE. He belongs to the Athens, the same place from where Socrates and Plato belongs. Athens. He was a greatest disciple, and greatest critic of Plato. He was a student of Plato, but he also disagrees with in some form with Plato. So that's why he's called as the greatest disciple and greatest critic of the Plato. Aristotle is known as the father of political science. Father of political science. Aristotle is also the teacher of Alexander. He is also teacher of Alexander. His two important work was Nicomachean Ethics and Politics. We will look into the Nicomachean Ethics in upcoming lectures, but we'll look into the politics for now. He has read at many constitutions. He was the law, supporter of law and constitution. That's why he is called as the father of political science because he led to the practicality besides going to the idea, which can be the suitable things. Aristotle's book, Nicomachean Ethics, Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle book, Nicomachean Ethics, deals with deals with question of good life, and what is virtuous life. They both are the virtue and ethics. In Nicomachean Ethics, he says, man is by nature a political animal. By nature, a political animal means man is that animal who cannot live without a state. Man cannot live without a state. Otherwise, he cannot live happily. If he does, we will look into it in more detail afterwards. And he also says political science is a master science. Political science is a master science. Master science. Why he says so like that? He means that architectonic in character from which all other science take clue. Means whatever the architectonic of the political science, they take the clue. Like let's take the communist regime. When it was the early time, they do not want to go for the innovations. They were more dependent on labors and all. So that as that time there was the political science was of the communist regime. So that's why we cannot focus on the from the innovation and science and technological science. So that's why the political science is the master science. Aristotle was supporter of direct democracy. Was supporter of direct democracy. Democracy. Now look into his theory of citizenship. Theory of citizenship. What he wants to say. So, in he means, let's understand what is citizenship. Citizenship. Now look into his definition of citizenship. What is citizenship for him? Citizenship is a legal status. Is a legal status with the state, which comes with certain rights and duties which cannot be enjoyed by non-citizen. He now look into the who can be the citizen. The citizen can be the native born person, native born person, born person whose parents are also born there. But there is catch in his statement. But all native born cannot be citizen by default. Now, what he wants to tell us, he means that he has excluded some of the person who cannot be a citizen. That the excluded persons were first was women, and second was children, third was old person, fourth was slaves. Then who can be the adult males only? Adult male who possess property, are citizen. For him, citizenship is a duty and all have to participate. To participate. Then what duties they have to participate? Like in lawmaking, judicial process, judicial process. These are the rules that he made to be the citizen of his state. Then why he excluded them? First of all, look into the women. Why? He says the women are already overburdened with regular household, so they cannot participate in it. They cannot participate in it. He has been sounding like misogynist, but how it is? They can. What is the thing? What shit is talking about it? That the woman cannot participate is just because they are overburdened. Then why the hell you can't do the all work? Yes. Now the another one was children. Children, because they are naive, because they are naive, not mature enough, so they cannot perform the duties, perform duty, and that's why they cannot be citizen. And why the old people? Because they have got old, they don't have proper health, so they cannot participate because of it. So that's why they are excluded from citizenship. And fourth one are slaves. Slaves because they lack reason. They do not have any property, so they can't be a citizen. Now at last, this is how his citizenship principles were. Now let's do this critical evaluation of citizenship theory. The feminist says that Aristotle is misogynistic. Aristotle is misogynist, who is taking narrow view, of view of women's participation. He has been criticized a lot. Why the slaves can't be the citizen, as they have already participating in it by serving their masters. Now look for his theory of slavery. He has mentioned that slavery is natural and desirable for society, for society. He was conservative, whereas Plato was radical. He doesn't want to change the system which I was going from a long period of time. To understand the slavery, we have to know who are the slaves. Slaves are those, in his view, slaves are those who lack reason, reason, which is good for the society, which is good as they can learn from masters. And the second slaves are the slaves which are forceful, which has been made the forcefully. Who are those who have been made forcefully? Say, these are the prisoners of wars. Means that you fought a war and from there you have captured some soldiers to whom those you have to make the prisoners of war. Aristotle doesn't find these slaves good because or they don't have the lack of reason. You can't rely on them as they can revolt any sort of time. In ancient Greece, there was a slaves nature. Now look at the natural slaves. What are the natural slaves? These are of two types: master by nature, natural qualities. You can say like that. Master by nature and physically strong. Master by nature persons have two prominent qualities. They have reason, means they have the good decision making person, and second, they have the courage. They have courage to implement it. Means they have taken a decision to do the whatever thing, so they have also courage to implement their decision. And the physically strong persons are those they have only one quality that is their strength. They can work long hours, but they don't have the reason that how to work. So the masters will tell them what to work and how to do it. Aristotle has suggested utility of slavery. Now look his naive idea. How he says the slavery is good for master in context of masters, how it is useful. Because slaves will work for the masters, will work for master. Then master will have access time, will have access time to do regular work their regular work and participate in decision making, in formulation of law and judici and judgment of law. And master can enhance their capacity because taken care by other work will be taken care by their slaves. For city state, because virtuous master can make better law, means for city state because the masters will be free, so the master will have the time to enhance their quality and he will become the virtuous master and will make good law. He says slavery is also good for economic system economic system because slaves can work for work for long hours as they are physically strong physically strong. And he also says that slavery is most useful for the slaves. He also gives the one point slavery is useful for slaves because in because with their master because with their master they can enhance their reason and become a citizen. Aristotle also says that when slaves develop reason reason then master should set them free. Now look into his criticism of theory of slavery. He was criticized he was criticized a lot for justification justification of slavery because slavery undermine human dignity. Immanuel Kant, Immanuel Kant, Immanuel Kant is a political philosopher. We'll look into it in the upcoming lectures. Immanuel Kant held that each man is an end in itself, means he is complete with themselves. He doesn't require anyone to be because as Aristotle is saying that they lack reason, that's why they should be the slave. But it is not like that. It is somehow related to the concept of brahmasmi. Aham brahmasmi. uh, I don't know the exact spelling of it, but it is how it is. When Aristotle justifies slavery, he is justifying the colonialism, which says that we are here to teach the barbarians, teach barbarians. He's promoting benevolent despotism. Benevolent despotism. Despotism means, in one way, he says that the slavery is good for the slaves. How it can be that the slavery can be the good for the slaves when they are the slaves? They are bound to be that they cannot exit from it. They say he says that when he will develop the reason, but how to take out it? But how to know that he has developed reason? If master says that he hasn't developed reason, then how will it be? He is not giving any type of citizenship, so he is not having any sort of right through which he can justify his means. Benevolent despotism are those persons who gives from you one hand and take out from the another hand. In concept of like Hitler was loved by the Germans at that time very much. But how he exploited Germans? By fighting unnecessary wars to satisfy his ego. Those are the benevolent despotism. That's all for today. So bye.